Hello fellow soulmates, I welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this trendy oversized shirt that you are seeing right here. So if you're new here, you're really welcome. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, comment and also share. And to my non-subscribers, thank you guys for your support. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So here is my pattern. I left 2 inches by the side for my button allowance. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2, I have 8. And from that 8 inches, I'll mark down another 4 inches. From the picture you are seeing right here, the shoulder measurement did not stop at the shoulder. It extended downward, okay? I believe you can see it. It extended downward. So you can come down by 5 or 4 inches, depending on what you want. So from that point, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. Here's my shoulder slope. And after that, I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. I'm making use of 3 inches. And I'll connect it to my shoulder slope this way. After that, from the shoulder slope, I'll come down by my armhole measurement, okay? My armhole is 8 inches. I'm making use of 10 inches here because this is a free shirt. So I'll go ahead and chalk down 10 inches instead of 8 inches. So you can use more than that if you want to. I added extra 2 inches to my armhole measurement. You can choose to add 3 inches if you want to. After that, I'll connect it this way. So next, I'll measure from the shoulder to that point. What I have here is 11 inches. So I'll chalk it down on this other side. Okay, then I'll connect a straight line. So this line here is my chest line. Okay, here's my chest line. So next, I'll go ahead and measure from my shoulder to my waistline. My shoulder to waist is 18 inches. I'll chalk it down. And then my full length. Okay. Shoulder to waist and then full length. After that, I'll connect them together on a straight line. So this is what I have. I have my waist and then my length. Okay. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2, get the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way to the upper part. Okay. So next, for this particular tutorial, I'll be making use of my biggest circumference. Okay. Between my bust, my waist, and then my hip, I'm making use of my biggest circumference because this shirt is straight. There's no curve on this shirt. So my biggest circumference is my hip. My hip divided by 4. I'll go ahead and chalk it down. My hip is 44. Divide by 4, I have is 11 inches. So I'll go ahead and add extra 3 inches to it, okay, for ease. To make it to be very free, this is a big shirt. Divide my hip circumference by 4. After that, I added extra 3 inches to it. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. So the same measurement, I will chalk it on my waistline, okay. Measure out what you have here in total. Then chalk it down on your waistline and also on the hip line, okay. This is a straight shirt. Then I'll connect it this way. Okay, this is what I have. So next, from the full length, I'll come up by 2 inches or 1.5 inches. There's a curve at the side of this shirt, okay. Then I'll connect it down to the full length this way. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down the neck depth for the front. So I'm making use of 3 inches. That is for my front neck depth. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way with my curve ruler. And then chalk the same measurement on my button allowance and I will connect it this way. Here's my neckline for the front. Okay. So go ahead and extend my full length to the button allowance this way. This is all for the front pattern drafting. Here's the front part of this shirt. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and I'll cut it out. So I'm using this front pattern to draft out the back part, to cut out the back part, okay. So in doing that, I'll go ahead and fold in my button allowance. Here is the pattern for the back. Fold in your button allowance this way. After that, I'll place it on a pattern paper this way. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So now for my front, I'll cut out this part first. So now for my back neck depth, I'm making use of 1 inches. I'll go ahead and come down by 1 inches. Here is the 1 inches, and I'll connect it to my neck width this way. Then after that, I'll trace out my shoulder slope and I'll take out my pattern. Then cut out the back. And this is what I have. I have both the back and the front pattern over here. Okay. So next, we'll go over to the collar part. After you are done sewing your clothes, like joining the shoulders together this way. Okay. Join the two shoulders together this way. Then I'll go ahead and measure out what I have. Remember, you'll be cutting the back part on fold. Then join the shoulders together this way. Then go ahead and measure out what you have on your neckline. Measure it round. Okay. Whatever you have, you'll be using it to drop out the collar. Let's take for an instance you have 18 inches. Divided by 2, you have 9. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and fold in my pattern this way. You can see the way I'm folding it. Fold it this way. After that, I'll go ahead and measure out the 9 inches. Okay. I'll measure out 9 inches this way. My pattern is on fold. Then I'll connect a straight line. Then from the down part, I'll come up by 1 inches. From the down part, I'll come up by 1 inches. Then I'll connect a straight line. So from that 1 inches, I'm coming up by 1.25. Okay, 1.25. Then I'll connect a straight line. And from that 1.25, I'll come up by 0.75. Okay, 0.75, and I'll connect a straight line. So next, I'll go ahead and get the midpoint of this 9 inches, which is 4.5, and I'll connect a straight line. From this point, I'll come in by 1 inches, then connect it to this point. Okay, and from this other side, I'll come out to this side by 1 inches, then I'll connect it to this point. So this is my collar. This is a two-piece collar. You can choose to cut it out like in one piece or cut it into two. Okay, this is one piece. Then if you want to cut it into two, go ahead and divide it this way. Open it up from this point. And over here you have your two-piece collar. Okay. Then go ahead and sew it to your clothes. So now let's go back to the sleeve part of this dress, of this shirt, sorry. After you're done joining your side and also the shoulders together this way, measure out what you have here, the circumference of your armhole. Let's take for instance you have 24. Okay, divide it by 2, you have 12, then plus 0.5, that is for your sewing allowance. I have 12.5. So I'll go ahead and minus 1 inches from this 12.5. Okay, this 1 inches is constant. I usually minus 1 inches from the final answer of my armhole. So I'll go ahead and minus 1 inches to whatever I have. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and bring in my pattern this way. What I have there is 11.5. Then from the down part, I'll chop down 11.5. Okay, here's my 11.5. Then I'll connect them together this way. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and chop down my sleeve length. My sleeve length, I want to make use of 20 inches as my sleeve length, but I'll be minusing that 4 inches that I added to the shoulder parts. Okay, so 20 minus 4 inches, I have 16. Make sure you minus that 4 inches you added to the shoulder parts. Okay, so my sleeve length now is 16 inches. So I'll go ahead and chop it down this way. 16 plus that 4 inches, I have 20. So next I'll go ahead and chop down my sleeve cap, which is 4 inches, and I'll connect it this way. So this 4 inches, I'll go ahead and divide it into 2 to get a midpoint. So I have 2, then I'll connect a straight line. So next I'll go ahead and get a midpoint of my sleeve height. Okay, here's the midpoint. I have 5.75. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. And after that, I'll go ahead and cover this part this way. Then take it down this way. So this is what I have for the sleeve. There's no need of shaping the sleeve. Okay, it's a free sleeve. So I'll go ahead and measure what I have here to make sure I have that 12.5. So as you can see, what I have here is 12.5 inches. Okay, so make sure you minus 1 inches to whatever you have as your final answer, because after covering it out this way, you still go back to your main answer. So if you have 12.5 minus 1 inches from it, and make use of 11.5 as the height of your sleeve. And then when you curve it out this way, you still go back to your 12.5 inches. I believe you understand what I mean, okay? So this is all for the sleeve. We'll be leaving it this way, okay? There's no need trying to shape it to your actual measurement. It's a free sleeve. So now I'll go ahead and I'll cut it out this way. This is what I have, okay? So go ahead and fix it this way to your shirts, okay? This is what you'll be having. So thank you guys for watching, and see you all in my next class. Bye.